Okay, so I just wanted to walk you through some of the experiments that we're going to be doing next week in our Intro to Grade 12 chemistry class through the U of T Engineering Outreach Office. So there are 5 days with 2 live sessions a day, and there are 14 different activities that the students, some of the students will do, some of them they'll see demos, all pretty much safe to do at home, though there's a couple that I would probably be more comfortable doing because I'm a chemistry teacher, so I know the safety hazards, but these are all sort of at-home activities that you can do. So, first day, right here, good old-fashioned making chocolate chip cookies or whatever flavor you want, as long as there's just sort of like bits in it. And this is to demonstrate the Thomson model of the atom. So we're gonna try to get like the most perfectly round cookie possible and all of the chocolate chips or electrons completely evenly spaced. So that's just a good fun opening activity for models of the atom. Then that same morning we're gonna do make your own molecular models. So I have styrofoam, toothpicks. I also have my old molecular model kit from university that I'm gonna show people, and you can either color the atoms different colors or you can use stickers. Most of this stuff I had already because I have kids, but you can get it from the dollar store. So moving on to the third activity of the day, we are doing a little bit of surface tension experiments, looking at properties of water and intermolecular forces and adhesion and cohesion. So we're going to do a few different things that are going to involve dish soap, which isn't here yet because I have to wash the dishes. One of the experiments has milk and dish soap with a couple food coloring things. You can make art out of it. Another one is trying to get a bubble within a bubble. So I've never done that one before. I'm going to try it. And another is trying to see how many water droplets you can get on a penny with just regular water and with just soapy water, just to see if there's any difference. And I actually found a Canadian penny too. So we'll see if that's any different from the American ones that I have. And then that's the first day. So those are all gonna happen either in the morning or the afternoon. And the second day we are doing, and these aren't everything, I just don't have all the materials yet. So this is elephant toothpaste. So I don't have everything ready for it yet, but we're going to be using hydrogen peroxide that you can get like at a pharmacy or grocery store. We're going to use yeast at home instead of the normal catalyst, potassium iodide, because it's easier to get. And we're going to add some colors and make a fun foamy explosion from some bottles. And then we're also going to do Diet Coke and Mentos, the classic. It's going to be outside. Hopefully everyone has an outdoor space. Please do not do this inside. I even have like the fancy Steve Spangler Mentos holder, so you can screw it right in and you can drop them all at once. But that's, I think a student gave this to me a long time ago, but you can just use a roll of paper and tape as well, and it will work. So that will be fun. And we might test like different temperatures or different kinds of candy to see if we can get the same explosion. That sort of talks about like rates of reaction. Then we're going to get to, this is a demo that I'm going to do only because the chemicals are hard to get. So I have sodium hydroxide and I'm just waiting for some potassium permanganate, which will make it nice and purple. And when you add sugar to it and you stir it, the manganese and the potassium permanganate changes all different colors. So you see like a rainbow over a minute of all different colors, and the lollipops have nothing to do with the color. They're just a source of sugar. So that one I've never done before. So hopefully it works, and that will be fun. Taking on to day 3, we're making a sandwich. It has to talk about limiting in excess, but I figure students will also be able to make their lunch or dinner, so that will be fun. I don't have any materials here yet because they're all in the fridge. Then we're going to do make your homemade ice cream. I am like very much into baking, you can tell. So there's lots of food stuff here. So I have like big Ziplocs and small Ziplocs, and we're gonna add a whole bunch of stuff to the small Ziploc and salty ice to the outer Ziploc, and that's gonna really quickly freeze all of our ingredients and make ice cream. And I added some flavors too. My kids picked cotton candy and bubblegum and tropical punch. And I'm a baker, that's why I have these, but you can just use vanilla to keep it simple. Then we're gonna do a calorimetry one. This is one I'm gonna do too, because I'm gonna open up a hot pack, which you're not really supposed to do, but I've done it before, and a cold pack. And we're gonna do some calorimetry. So we're just gonna see how the temperature will change. So I have a thermometer here. You don't need to, this is a demo that I'm gonna do, so you don't need this material. So we have some distilled water, scale, and we're just gonna make a little calorimeter. of these guys. I'm just gonna take them together, cover them, make a calorimeter that's insulating. So we're trying to get an accurate temperature change and limiting the amount of heat that goes out to the surroundings. And day 4, this looks like vinegar and baking soda volcano. It's not, we're gonna add them slowly and heat them up, and I'm gonna actually make sodium acetate from this. And then you can cool it down. So when you heat it up and boil it, it's saturated, and then when you cool it down, it becomes super saturated, but it doesn't really change to like crystals unless you agitate it. So we're gonna agitate it a little bit and crystallize it out and sort of make what's called hot ice. It's not really ice though, it's sodium acetate, because again, that takes a little bit of time. I'm doing a different version with some bottled water. So you can actually put bottled water with some food. Well, I'm doing food coloring because I want it to look like a rainbow, but you can take a bottle of water that's unopened. I suggest opening them first because you want to be gentle after you cool them down. So open them, but close them again. I'll put them in the freezer for like anywhere from like 90 minutes to 2 hours. You don't want them to freeze, but you want them to be really cold. And if you tap on the bottle, when you take them out, if it's been long enough, you'll see the whole thing freeze. What we're gonna do instead is we're gonna open up the bottle and pour them over ice. And as soon as they hit the ice, they're gonna freeze. So we're gonna try to make some like rainbow sculptures out of that. This one, we're gonna do some gas laws tests with some mini marshmallows, and I'm just waiting on some syringes. So because there's lots of air in these guys, if you like put them in a plastic syringe and you stretch it and contract it, they should get different sizes, and they're marshmallows, so you know they're fun. Last one of the day on day 4 is we're just going to talk about pH and carbonating water. So we're going to fill up some water, we're going to blow some air into it, and then we're going to test the pH. So I'm also going to make cabbage juice indicator for this, which is a fun different color indicator compared to just pH paper. You can get this at like anywhere where people sell aquariums, like pet stores, but cabbage juice indicators are really easy, and you can get cabbage leaves from the grocery store. All right, last day in the morning, we are doing organic chemistry. So we're going to talk about polymers, and we're going to make slime. This is the borax version, but some people have sensitivities to borax, and it's a detergent. So you can also use like contact lens solution, or you can make oobleck with cornstarch and water. And that's all really fun to play with. And then just like little Ziplocs. So some of these materials I'm using in multiple labs, which is why not everything's there. And then the very last experiment, we're going to make some bath bombs. So bath bombs have citric acid in them, which is this, which is an organic acid. We have some Epsom salts. We're gonna have some baking soda. I even got bath bomb molds. You can add some colors, and you can add some essential oils, and we're gonna make our own bath bombs. So I have safety goggles, I have gloves, I have a lab coat, I have everything I need. So hopefully this is a fun little preview to what you can do during the live sessions for the academic preparation courses over the next few weeks. Hope you guys have fun. I know me and my kids will.